Hello. So, I was recently asked if I could shoot and live stream a full live boxing event. And I had to think about it for a moment, and I kind of thought, well, I've got most of the kit. I've got all the cameras I'll need. I'll need a few extra additional bits, but yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's have a go. So we did. I kind of went back to the studio at home, had a look through what I needed, spent a bit of time on YouTube sort of finding out how to facilitate the stream. I knew we could use YouTube. I'd got some experience with OBS, but I'd not actually live streamed. I'd just used OBS to record. I realised I needed a switcher, so I procured this, which is an 8M, and basically I can connect 4 cameras into here and then switch between them as people move, as the boxers, the fighters moved around the ring. So we could just use static cameras, and that worked really, really well. So that was feeding into OBS, and then I had kind of adverts and things like that that went out in between the bouts and before the live stream started. We had the commentators on wireless mics that also fed into the 8M. I had to buy some other new kit, so I knew I could use lengthy HDMI cables, but I feel like that's a little bit clumsy. So I picked up these two, well, basically a transmitter, a HDMI transmitter. So the camera's HDMI goes into the transmitter, the receiver sits at my end, that connects by another HDMI into the 8M, and we can basically switch between these channels along with the wired HDMI channels. So it all went really, really quite well. I knew we were going to be learning some lessons. The primary lesson that I've learned is not to trust the public Wi-Fi at the venue. We were told we would have a private Wi-Fi line, but that didn't transpire, so we ended up using the public Wi-Fi, and it did give a few issues later on in the stream when basically the place got busy with the more people that are in there. The live stream did suffer a little bit, but the whole thing was recorded. So after the event, each boxing bout was edited out into its own video and then uploaded to YouTube also. I think the client were quite happy with this service. They are also going to promote it to other boxing promoters, and hopefully that's going to be another arm to kind of Momentous Media's bow. That's a saying, isn't it? Another string to Momentous Media's bow. So yeah, that went really, really quite well. We've now got most of the kit that's needed to facilitate live streams. I can hire other equipment if needed for bigger events. But if you or your business or your event or your football match or whatever it is, if you want it live streaming and you want multiple angles and camera switching and things like that, get in touch. I'm Jonathan. Momentous Media can absolutely help with anything along those kind of lines, podcasts, whatever. Get in touch, we'll have a chat, and I'm sure we can do something for you. Thanks for watching.